Hi everybody, happy June. It is June, the beginning of summer, and I'm getting ready to go on vacation. I'm going on a week-long puppet building workshop with my husband, which I'm super excited about. But before I leave, I have to tell you about the new Ami Club pattern and a couple of other things that are going on this month. So, I've had this pattern in my head for 3.5 years now, and I finally made it. It is an adorable little amigurumi hedgehog. Let me show you her face there. So cute. I've thought about, this is the exact vision I've had in my head for years. And the reason it took me so long to make it is because of the eyelash yarn. Because I have tried working with this stuff before because I love the effect. But if any of you have ever worked with it before, you know it is a complete nightmare, the process. And you're thinking right now, way to sell me on the new pattern, Wendy. But I figured out a way to work with eyelash yarn that is completely painless. So there's a new video tutorial also, and there's a link in your Henrietta Hedgehog pattern. So you'll be able to see that video of how to work with the eyelash yarn painlessly. And I hope you really like it, and I hope now you want to go back and add fuzz to everything that you make, because now that there's a painless way to do it, we could make all kinds of furry critters without tearing our hair out, or crying, or swearing, or never crocheting again. So that is the new pattern, and I'm super excited about her. She's a really simple pattern, a really simple shape. It's just really a simple body, and she doesn't even have any feet because I like hedgehogs when they kind of loaf and just become that little prickly soft body. So that's what I was going with for her. The real trick and the fun new skill is going to be doing that eyelash yarn on the surface. So I hope you guys really like that. If you're shopping for eyelash yarn, this is the brand that I like. It is the Lion brand Fun Fur. It has a nice long fringe on it, which gives you good coverage so that you'll be able to completely cover that body and not see the naked body through it. And you can get this at Joann's, so it's not any kind of a specialty project or specialty supply or anything like that. But this is the brand that I like the best of the ones that I experimented with. So that's the new Ami Club pattern. And I told you about my vacation, so expect to see some pictures of puppets for a little while. Other than that, you can see on the wall behind me are the cats and dogs quilt from May. So, because it's actually still May now, I'm recording this. But I've put up all of the blocks that I've been working on throughout the month. These are the blocks that I've been practicing with a little extra scribbly outline, which has been really fun to do. And I'll be putting together a post showing them in their new color combinations because that is new. And I have, what else is coming up this month? Oh, I can show you some of the other things I'm working on. So a lot of people, I showed this in a newsletter not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, and this is what it's becoming so far. This is the felt version of that Bears in the Hills. And you can see, let's see, this guy, nope, that way. This guy has got a little bit of a face showing now. So I've stitched onto that bear, and I've started to do some of the additional embroidery on the hills. But it's going to be quite a while before I get that done. It's really just kind of a fun project in the evenings because it's all handwork. So that's something that I've got going on. I will be doing a pattern for that sometime this month after I come back from puppet camp. And I'll also be designing that as a fabric. I put that in the newsletter, my original sketch that was the idea for that from a couple of years ago. And a lot of people asked me to design that as a fabric and release it through Spoonflower. And I'll do that, but it's not something I can't just scan in that image because I didn't draw it as a repeat. So I need to draw it so that the edges like leap over each other so that you can tile them and it makes a seamless repeat, which is a little bit tricky. It's really fun to do, but it's not just, I can't just scan that picture and throw it up there. So it's going to take me a little while to get that done. Other than that, it is House and Garden Month this month. So that's why I did the little hedgehog, because we don't have hedgehogs in our yard here in the United States, but Beatrix Potter and Mrs. Tiggy Winkle and like lots of people in other parts of the world have hedgehogs in their gardens. So this month, the craft along is going to be all kinds of patterns from your home and your garden. So house quilts, the flower quilt, I don't have any stuffed animal patterns or embroidery patterns that I can think of that are house and garden, but there are a cajillion Fresh Stitches crochet patterns that are going to work. So I'm thinking all of the bugs, like the mosquito and the ladybug and the bumblebee, and all the birds. Oh, and the bird quilt would count. So bugs and birds and flowers, all kinds of really fun stuff. So I'm going to be grouping those all together into one category so that you guys can easily find those patterns if you want to participate in the crochet along. The other big news that I have to tell you is that finally, my eyes and noses order has arrived from Japan. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting, especially for the solid black eyes, because I was out of so many sizes on those. All of those sizes are back in stock now, except for one. They don't make the 40mm eyes anymore, so they sent me 36mm instead, or 35. I can't remember now if it's 35 or 36mm, but it's really close in size to 40mm. Both of them are like enormously huge eyes, and you'll probably be able to substitute the 35s in any patterns that call for a 40. So that's the only change. Everything came in except for one style of comic eye and two of the colored eyes, but they are things that are honestly not as popular. So the stuff that everybody's been waiting for is here. So you can now use your eyes and noses discount on more things. And I think that is it for the month. So yeah. House and garden, crochet, craft along, so it's not just crochet, but there's lots and lots of crochet patterns that will qualify for that this month. And Henrietta the Hedgehog. So make sure you go into your account and download the new pattern. Remember, she's only available this month. So at the end of June, this pattern goes away to be replaced by another one. Alyssa has designed us another pattern, and it's incredibly cute. So I won't sew that, though, until July. But remember, get Henrietta during June and make her up, and there's going to be a crochet along for her as well. And I can't wait to see what else you guys do with the fluffy yarn. So happy June, have a great month, and I'll see you next month. Bye.